In ancient Greece, the wild boar was more than a beast. It was an unpredictable, absolute force of nature that could shatter a community in a single night. It didn't just attack. It uprooted long-term capital, wiped out immediate cash flow, and violently froze the promise of future growth. The Greeks understood the real lesson. The beast is the sudden shift in the environment that punishes anyone who grew complacent during the good times. For over a decade, we lived in our own golden age, a bountiful harvest of cheap capital where debt was abundant and the ground beneath us felt permanent. Then the modern boogeyman broke out of the woods. Macroeconomic interest rates began to surge, cutting through the market with the same visceral destruction as a rampaging beast. The environment has shifted, and for the unprepared, the ground is starting to tear up beneath their feet. This marks the end of the lazy leverage model, the era where nearly free debt allowed investors to mask poor management and overpay for assets. These new rates act like the boar's tusks, slicing right through thin margins and exposing the fragility of over-leveraged capital. Financial engineering can no longer save a property that isn't built to survive the hunt. Now, a massive debt maturity wall is looming, forcing millions in loans into a brutal refinancing crunch at double their original cost. And as values begin to tilt, the resulting squeeze is shrinking property valuations overnight, evaporating equity before owners can even react. It forces a hard truth: either generate drastically higher income or face the teeth of a distress sale. But the Greeks didn't run from the boar forever. They studied it, adapted, and eventually they hunted it. The beast doesn't change the game, it simply flushes out the weak hands. For the capitalized strategist, this environment isn't a disaster, it's the ultimate generational hunting ground. Survival now depends on a level of operational mastery that transcends the basic cycles of the market. To build a legendary portfolio in this climate, you must move beyond standard debt and master the precision of operational alpha. Discover the strategy. Read the full analysis.